positions that basically you have to know is how to work the gate and how to pick the number of cow when there's other cows which is like petting and go to that cow. So basically knowing where to go to a cow to make it move where you want it to move is really important. So Lori, will you come out here? And we're going to pretend Lori's a cow. And just stop right there. Like broadside. So if Lori was a cow and I wanted Lori to walk forward, I would walk towards Lori's hip to make her move away. And every cow has a bubble of pressure. And it depends on maybe this close to make that cow move, and maybe I'd have to ram all the way up to its hip to make it move. And it's your job when we say learn how to read cattle. Every cow is different, and you need to be able to read that cow lickety-split to figure out how hard to push it. And how you know is you just start entering that bubble, and as soon as that cow moves, you can stop or slow down, or you just read that, okay, that amount of pressure moved that cow. It's kind of like getting on a horse, and if you don't know the horse, you don't just get on, and if you're used to riding a horse that you kick real hard, you don't get on a horse you don't know and kick it real hard, because that horse might just sail right out of that arena. So you get on, and you start at a light amount of pressure, and you can get more and more until you get to know that horse. Same thing with approaching a cow. You can just go with a little bit of pressure, and you're looking for that bubble, where that bubble is at, to be able to read that cow. So if I showed you how to move it ahead, you move towards the back to move it ahead. If you wanted to move it to stop it, you'd go right towards the head. And again, some cows, you just move a little towards their head, and they'll be good little cows and obey you and stop. And some cows, you go a little bit towards their head, and they're going to close their eyes and run you over. So in that case, you really have to jump up there and physically be in front of them and stop them. Again, that's all about reading cattle. So your goal is to make everything really smooth and to practice for being in a small bunch of cattle would be kind of the same sort of things you would do in the cutting. You know, you're going to need to be able to get up here and turn over here and get over here and turn over here. And you might need to push towards the cow. But you need your horse to be soft and be able to handle a lot of pressure and take pressure away. A lot of pressure, soft in the face, take it all away. You know, but some of the horses get really hot when you add a lot of pressure, take it away. Add a lot of pressure. Oh, we got to go back. See, and then she wants to get real stiff and not feel that okay. Add a bunch of pressure, take it away. Right there, it's a little too stiff, and that's her. So I'm just going to pull and wait for softness and wait for her to slow down. As soon as I ask her to be back, she wants to get stiff. Stiff back. I want her to be fast in the moment and then come right back down slow. Soft. Soft. Now just wait for her feet to slow down. There. So in 1 second, I'll fast. The next second, I'll ask her to be slow. Fast. Slow. See how she's coming back slower now? Send her fast. Send her fast. There she wants to get a little stiff. But there's a lot of, you just need to move around a lot in a pen. You won't turn all the way around. That part I'm just working on her brain and her mouth, slowing her down. But you're going to have to go side to side. You're going to have to slow down and go fast. There. Got really soft right there. Good. Good. And also, after, if you start kind of adding pressure on your horse, adding pressure means going fast and adding speed. If you add that pressure to your horse, and your horse gets worse, I think if their mind spin, everything gets kind of, their heart gets beating fast, their feet start jig-jogging, their mouth starts pumping, and it's almost like they're climbing a ladder of going the wrong direction, then you're not riding it right, and your horse doesn't understand that as soon as I let off the pressure, you're supposed to come back down. You got to be able to add pressure and then shut it off. Add pressure and shut it off. Careful that you're not just adding pressure, and you're not shutting it back down. And it's really important. too, you got to be able to put the pressure on and shut it off. And communication in sorting is crucial. Communicating with your partner. Knowing who's going to work the gate, who's going to go, if you guys are going to switch, what counts. Loud communication is really important. But this is a really important thing, you guys. If I was after sorting, I wouldn't just look at the numbers. This is no different than me, I can tell you. I get to know my cattle. And the cattle crowd in and you can't see the numbers. Or sometimes numbers come off. Numbers come off, numbers get pooped on, they get folded over. There's all sorts of situations that come about that you can't read the number or whatever. The biggest thing in sorting is communication. So, and this is just like the real deal. You guys stand at the line. This is a timed, there is a flagger with a stopwatch. This is a timed event. So you guys are both by the line, and you guys have already talked and had good communication. You know what the deal is, right? Yeah. You're going to work the gate. Yeah. She's going to get the first 2 cows. Then she's going to run and get the gate. You're going to go get the other 2 cows. And everybody comes around days. Now, get talking to each other, Carla. When you go down there, and the whole herd runs towards the gate, you'll Claudia, they're all coming, or you don't talk to each other. Okay. It's obvious. Or you can go in there, Carla, and you go, I'm coming, but you really got it, and so she knows to get the hell out of the way. I know I'm coming. And Claudia, you can slip down there and kind of help her stop that herd, but get that one. You know what I mean? Okay. But don't let him come out of the gate. Okay. All right. Get that. Okay, so Carla, you had it. If you had the last one when that little cow was there, right? Stop it. Right there. Yeah. Stop it. Get up there. Chloe, get out of the way. Chloe. No, Carla. Okay, stop, Carla. Stop. Everybody stop. Stop. Carla, you missed 2 opportunities in a row to get that little cow. He was by himself twice. Okay, why did you miss both opportunities?
I don't know.
Because you didn't step forward when you should have to stop that cow. When that cow starts heading a certain direction, the only thing that's going to stop it is you by getting in its way.
Okay.
So there was the first time that you approached that herd, that little cow was on the outside, and all you had to do was kick forward about 3 more steps, and you would have stopped that cow from going back to his friends. Instead, you let him roll right there in front of you. Then there was the second time, the exact same thing. You had that cow on the outside. All you had to do was pick up to that fence to stop, and you just let it roll back. So you made a mess of that herd 2 times now, besides wasting all these precious seconds, all because you didn't step up. Okay? So my point by telling you this is get your feet ready, kick that mare forward.
Okay.
When that opportunity comes. All right, go.
That's what we do, is try to sort the babies from their moms, and that's a lot of work. Oh, is that where this came from? Yeah. It's reinforced.
There you go, Don't go towards it. Don't switch it. Don't cut it off. Cut it off with your face. Get up there. That's okay. So let's stop. So in sorting, you're done. They kick you out, you leave.
Yeah.
Done deal.
What's that?
It's so out of sorting.
Oh, if you get the wrong one.
Yeah, you're done. Like